I'll wait to start saying anything until we get a viewer.
I
Maybe
don't
like
see us
1 sec.
online just yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to pull up on my phone.
Twitch is usually fashionably late.
But I kind of like that there's that delay to it
Mm-hmm.
because there's no like stream sniping basically, or it can't even be a thought in someone's head, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right. Well, welcome.
Just
This is the Bronze Tacos Nerfed League, match number 4. And the teams that are battling tonight are Legion and Rebel Squad.
welcome everybody. We are your gracious hosts.
We'll be getting a start here in about 4
the
minutes.
famous Miss Artemis, and we have a resting Birch Face with us, who I'm just
Hello.
going to refer to as Birch for the rest of
Yes,
this
most
stream.
most people do.
Because that is a very long name.
Yeah. Most people just call me Birch. Get the occasional resting.
All right.
And it does look like the stream has cut out here, Artie.
Oh no, really?
Hold
It's
on.
showing up for me.
It might be because I checked the
Okay, no, we're good. We're
online. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
on.
yeah. Okay, cool.
good.
All right, and looks like we have a comment going already.
Yep. Dat Fat Cat said it's going to be an exciting match.
Indeed it is.
Could
That
not
cat.
agree more.
All right, and
Indeed
for
it is. I'm very, very, very excited for this match.
Yes.
those
And
that
I'm
are
just, in general, a big fan of underdogs. So, I'm ready for Rebel Squad to just 3-0 sweep.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
well, we've seen a lot of 3-0 sweeps so far.
Oof. Big oof.
Big oof.
Both of those 3-0s being you guys. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Rocky Top 76 said Go Squad 32. I think you're on the wrong week there, bud.
No. Rocky has to rep our team.
I like it. I like the team spirit.
All right, so looks like we're going live in about 2 minutes. Or going, yeah.
Going to
There we go.
match.
Yep.
Alright, I am very excited to see some of these high-ranked tanks kind of duke it out. There's been a lot of trash talk going on today in our hashtag Trash Talking Tacos channel between Cole and Chaos Axel. So I think we're going to see some really good battles, and not something you see quite often in the Overwatch world is something like a Rhine versus an Orisa. Usually one of them will swap to whatever the other main tank is playing, but Cole says that he's going to be taking on Chaos as Orisa, and we all know Chaos is usually Rhine, so I'm very interested to see that.
Definitely.
I'm curious to see if Chaos and Arrow switch to match their icons with the rest of the team. Or if
Who
they're
knows?
gonna
Deducting
continue to be the
points.
outliers.
Especially for it to
Yes,
be chaos.
we are subtracting 0.25 of a map win for every team that does
Oh,
not have
snap.
matching icons.
All right, and we are starting.
All right,
This is Team
Let's get it
Legion
going.
versus Team Rebel Squad.
Team Legion versus Team Rebel Squad on Horizon Lunar Colony, one of my most hated maps.
Agreed. I just
something
lost a
that
match on this
you-
earlier.
Something that you see a lot on this map is definitely up top with a Bastion and an Orisa. So I think that Rebel has kind of a good map to play into their cards here.
Okay, so for Team Rebel Squad, we have Echo Beast, Demon Cat, Mossy Ravens, Dark Guardian, Tiger Rose, and Coltrane. And for Team Legion, we have Phantom Noir, Chaos Axel, Atsy, Arrow Undead, Rose Colored Fox, and Kenny 12.
It looks like both teams. Ooh. Maybe not both teams.
Wow,
Right now, it
I
looks
cannot.
like.
I cannot believe we're seeing this. We're seeing goats from Rebel Squad here.
Straight out. Wow.
Straight out the gate goats, which is
gonna
going to
be
be
fun.
interesting because we are post-patch now and armor is nerfed. That rally does not give you the value that it used to give you. It only lasts for a maximum of 30 seconds now. So it's going to have to be ran very tight and very quick. They're going to have to win team fights very quick if they're going to stay on goats.
Indeed.
They've already spotted.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've already spotted these Junkrat mine and trap coming out the door. So that's good. Usually I can get a pick on teams.
They're going
Phantom
straight
is
for
quick with
point.
the
Going
shot on
straight
goal.
under.
Phantom is so dangerous on these snipers. It's just something you really have to be careful of. And you know,
They drop
usually
down.
snipers can't get great value from
Good
playing
quick
against
drop down.
goats, but I guess we'll see.
We've got Atsy kind of flanking
got-
in the back a little bit.
Yeah, Junkrat is coming around back here and just unloading.
Ooh, good pick on the brig.
Yep.
But we're seeing a good defense held by Legion
Okay.
for sure.
Rebel is
Phantom's just
backing
getting
up
shots
as they
off.
should, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make it out right now without
It
being
looks like
staggered.
everyone but the Rhine is going to go down. He might even get staggered here if he can't get back soon enough.
Okay. Legion is backing up now.
Yeah, they better watch out for Phantom. Do you think they're gonna
All right,
just
so
try
we
to charge
do
back in
we do
again?
have a switch here from Legion. From Rebel off of Goat onto the Reaper Junkrat attack.
Okay.
And that Reaper's flanking all the way right there on the outside. I think they know he's there.
Oh, we got a tire already. Double.
Oh, that's big. I
Two
don't think this
very good
Reaper should go
picks.
in at all right now. He should just sit out there. And it looks like Junkrat does know he's out there. We're having a battle in space. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
think
he saw him. I don't think he saw him. He's still out there. Junkrat went back inside.
he's just hopping around out there.
And it doesn't look like they've noticed that the Junkrat has gone outside now as well. Moira is going to go take a peek, see if she pays for
Oh,
it.
she found Reaper. Just hoping she doesn't get picked. Okay, Reaper's running. He got the health pack.
And on the inside, we have Phantom taking out the Junkrat,
Ooh,
providing
Moira's
so much
running
value
away.
on that Widow.
Reaper is still outside. Echo Beast is outside. He's coming in now.
Alright, now Legion, or Rebel Squad are grouped back up.
Going in for a push, it looks like. Oh. They're holding a little bit at the top of the stairs, probably hoping to get a pick.
And Legion is kind of playing into this in a way that they shouldn't be. They
Another
should be-
tire from Legion.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. Devastating tire,
both
honestly.
tanks
Because
with
Rebel
that
Squad was
tire.
having a very good push, honestly. And putting them in a
Yes.
situation they didn't need to be in,
Mhm.
which was on that staircase, they're fighting from the lower ground and continuing to stay there rather than moving to point and having some sort of cover. But the tire did save the day there, for sure. We have some big picks from Phantom and from ATSE on Legion's team. This is
Okay, Rebel's
probably going to be
pushing
the
in
last
again.
push here.
Bottom right. They're kind of holding in that room a little bit.
Phantom is really trying to get a shot off here. No one's moving with the shield, which is a big issue, and that's why Phantom's able to get so much
Yeah,
value.
that's why Phantom is getting
They're-
those picks.
They're grouping up to go in, but they quickly get separated
mm-hmm.
and out from behind the shield. And
Yeah.
that's when the Junkrat, that's when the Widow...
We've got
that's
Kenny
when those
flanking, we've
people
got Moira
play.
flanking, which is interesting. What is she doing? Okay, Moira's still flanking.
Cole's looking for a pick on this Widow. I don't think he's going to get it, though. And we do
Ooh,
have a
double
big
grab.
Double grab.
Wow.
Here comes the Reaper. Can he get enough picks? I don't think so.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Zarya's alone now. Zarya's down now.
Point A shut down from Legion.
Wow.
What a
Good
defense.
work on Legion's part.
So,
those tires from Atsy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those tires were a big value. But I think the real only chances that Rebel had of getting around what they had was either playing a dive comp where they could have dove on the Widow, because the Widow was one of the biggest issues, and then secondly the Junkrat, or by keeping on the same comp and just really sticking as a unit and really sticking behind that Rhine shield. Now I know that
really
Junkrat
needed to be
can bring
behind
down
that
a
Rhine
shield.
shield. They really
Exactly,
needed to be
because
behind
that's when you saw the picks, was when anyone was stepped out from the shield. And once there's a pick, there's kind of this sense in your team's head that, oh, we've already got a 5-on-6 situation. Should we back up? Should we keep pushing? And then it's more comes in while you're trying to think about it.
Absolutely. I think another problem with goats that I've noticed is a lot of times you push in and you've got trouble on both sides, both the front and the back. And it's hard unless you practice and practice of knowing which side to focus on. And being able to focus as a team versus splitting your comp.
Right. And I think they, after that initial push where they were all together as a group, then they started splitting off, but they maybe could have had a chance if they had stuck together really tight like they did that first round.
Yeah.
And here we go. This is going to be the start of what I was talking about with the Cole on Orisa and the Chaos on Rhine. We didn't get to see it last round. We had Rose-Colored Fox on Orisa playing main tank for Legion, but this is definitely exciting. We have Echo on Mei, which is a big stall pick. It definitely can be won with the comp that they're currently running.
It looks like they're holding.
It even gets hooked early.
Right now.
We have
She's
a
going to
Bastion
DM, but
on
this is
both
going to be enough to
sides.
keep her in.
Oh, I didn't notice. No, there's only Bastion on one.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh, the
my
shield
God.
is broken, and something that Rebel isn't doing is backing up as they're playing into this hallway. And Ryan has the ability to charge and throw those fire strikes if he's got a good line of sight, and that's exactly what just happened.
Good picks by Chaos there.
Very, very big picks from Chaos. Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, Phantom got a snipe on Brave.
I don't even know what to say here. The game is over.
Wow,
Wow.
massive.
Big, big, big. And this is something I've actually had a lot of experience in solo queuing, is holding that defense. Or we're going to watch this play the game first, actually.
Yeah.
From
Let's see
Kenny
what's
12 on Moira. This was when the Legion was holding defense. Very,
Destructive.
very impressive Moira play there.
Very nice.
Something I've had a lot of experience with in solo queuing on this map is when you try to run that Bastion Orisa, when the team comes up the stairs, you have to position yourselves back into the back stairs. Because if you don't do that, the Rhine's going to have the ability to throw those fire strikes and charge into it. Are we...
No. Give me a second.
Okay. Some technical errors, folks. Unfortunately, though, guys, I do believe that is only going to count for 0.75 of a map win because Chaos did not have the matching icon.
All right.
Somebody in chat did say that Chaos is the loot box and the rest of them are the coins.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Okay. I like it. I guess we'll give them the full map win in that case.
Okay, and we have about a 5-minute break here.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of give the team some time to think about what needs to happen, what they need to do for the next map. But these two maps that we're about to play, these are very, very different play styles between Horizon and Junkertown.
I can definitely see Rebel Squad putting up a fight. This being an escort map. I'm just curious to see if it's enough of a fight to push through the entire map.
Something that I would definitely be worried about here is going to be Phantom on the Widow. This is a very, very high pick rate for Widow map. And it's just got a lot of vantage points.
If Atsy goes Junk again and Phantom goes Widow, I can definitely see them dominating this map again.
Right, right. And it's definitely going to depend, the play style is going to depend on whether Chaos is on that very aggressive Rhine or whether Rose is on that Orisa. Because if Rose is on that Orisa, she has less mobility. And I think the play would definitely be to run a dive comp that you could jump on that Widow, jump on that Junkrat, and get them out of the fight early, because otherwise they're just going to provide too much damage to your team.
Absolutely. Oh, looks like we might be getting a
We
swap.
are subbing in Solus Gamer for Atsy.
Okay.
And let me see.
Now, from what I remember, Solus is a big flex player. So I'm curious to see if they'll run DPS or tank or even healer.
Okay, so we are getting
From what I can see
three
this
subs
season, from what I can see this season on Solus's profile, he is definitely a big flex player. I'm seeing tanks, I'm seeing supports, and I'm seeing DPS. And even in those categories, main and flexes, main and off tanks, main and off supports. So this will definitely be an interesting round. And he's subbing in for ATSE, who's on the Junkrat. So we might see him on DPS here.
Did we sub in Akami as well?
Yes, so they had 3 subs.
3.
So Akami is in for Arrow Undead.
So my guess is going to be that Akami and Kenny are going to be healers.
And Chaos and Rose on tank.
Or Solus. That's where I'm a little interested in the flex with him. Just cause...
So I could see them running either triple tank or even triple support, depending on the situation. Because Phantom is quite the DPS.
Yes.
Someone who could definitely solo DPS and enable his team to run something a little bit off the hat.
Alright, we have about 1 minute till the next match.
Okay.
Alright, and we have a ready from both captains. Alright, and here we go.
As a catch-up for those who are just joining, Legion took the first map. This is the second round.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Yes, it was Horizon Lunar Colony. Rebel was on attack first and was not able to get a push and get a tick. And Legion came in on attack second, and Chaos with his very aggressive Rhine won his team that first map.
I hope there's some sniper action. This is a good sniper map.
I definitely think we will see it, at least from Phantom. Hopefully they'll have something to counter it on Rebel Squad. Now we already see Phantom on the Widow. And Kenny is actually on the Bastion. So Solus is going to fill for that healer spot with Akami on the Ana. And I am going to be very interested to see some Ana play. I love a good Ana.
I'm interested to see how Rebel Squad is going to handle having Moira and Zen as healers for Bastion. It really truly depends on how mobile he can be, and if Zen is going to pocket him or not.
Yeah, very much so. And we're looking at basically a pirate ship comp, but what I'm interested in is the fact that there's no Mercy on Rebel Squad. Sebastian is not going to be pocketed, and he is their only DPS. So is he about to get... Ooh, we see an early pick here. Bastion on Bastion. Kenny takes out Mossy. Chaos is pushing up very aggressively, as we normally see from him. Diva has dove by herself, but is going to back off very quickly. And
Chaos
Kenny on the Bastion is just set back up.
Oh, she's on a mech now. It's a big stagger.
Can we just talk about how Chaos is a beast on Rhine here?
He's so aggressive. It's something that you really have to focus fire, but at the same time, it's almost impossible to focus fire a Rhine that's in your face when there's a Bastion in the back line.
Notice that he's the only one down there stalling that payload. Oh, and a big shatter
from Chaos. Big shatter.
Oh, but he goes down.
And he does get picked. He does get picked. So if Rebel Squad can quickly reset, this can be a cap. Absolutely for point one.
And they just took down Echo Beast out of mech and
very quickly get back together and start pushing this and dive on this 5-man team that they have.
Okay, it's already too late because Chaos is back. I think they benefited from having the double shields, of being able to still cover Bastion while Chaos was down.
Absolutely.
Now we're seeing double shield on both teams, so I don't think either's making a mistake by staying on it. I do think the mistake is running triple tank on Rebel Squad and not getting more damage. Although Diva is a very divey character, so maybe they're trying to pick off this Widow, but she's staying with her team so much, it's so difficult.
Right, she's getting picked before she can even get near the Widow.
Right, absolutely.
Phantom is out in the open now,
I think at this point, we need a change from the Bastion, from Rebel, in order to see something different. But we do get a change from the 3 tank. Dark Guardian switched it over to the Junkrat from the Rhine.
I would almost hope for
and Ana lands a big sleep on Junkrat. And he goes down. Chaos is able to just charge him while he's sitting there sleeping. So we're already in a 5-on-6 situation here. Chaos is coming up behind the Bastion. He's on Zenyatta and no one knows it. Junkrat does come to his aid. It doesn't look like Zen's gonna go down. Oh, Chaos goes down though. Dark Guardian gets him with the landmine. And it looks like Rebel is gonna start getting a good push here.
Yep, they're getting a push. Supercharger.
That Junkrat looks like it was a very good choice against such an aggressive Rhine. He's able to just throw those mines down as Chaos is trying to back out of the situations he puts himself into. We are seeing some picks here from Legion. And it looks like Moira's by herself on payload, just trying to get every inch she can. But she's going to go down to Chaos.
Oh, and they get the hold.
Echo is out of mech. That is a big stagger. And it's going to be a hard reset here for Rebel. Now, Dark Guardian is already over on the right-hand side of the map. Ooh, Widow sees him early. She does not get the pick on him. He's still there. It looks like he's going to get heals and be able to push with the full 6-man. As I say that, Mossy goes down on Bastion from Kenny.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to push right side.
I don't know if they're going to be able to touch point fast enough, though.
They might.
Big push with the trans from Rebel. And then we're in a 5-on-5 fight. This is definitely winnable for Rebel. Moira ult is really just zoning more than anything, getting them pushed back. Solus goes down to Mercy. Echo takes out Phantom. Oh, this is definitely going to be a cap for Rebel Squad. But a big hammer comes from Chaos, and it does take out the low health Hanzo. Okay. Chaos goes down, and it looks like we have a Bastion on Bastion fight going on here. Mossy needs to set up in turret mode and really take care of that Bastion for his team.
He's moving
But
around too much.
It's gonna be a cap here from Rebel Squad. They pulled it together and they
Good
got that
stagger.
first tick. That's an extra
Solus
2.5
is not
minutes.
going
This
for
is
the res.
huge. Phantom comes in, almost trickling in, and tries to get something to happen because that Bastion was still alive. But as he came in, Bastion goes down, and immediately after Widow. So it looks like they're gonna get a little bit more of a push here, because Legion is already in a 5-on-6 situation. We have pirate ship set up.
Oh, shield's down
Versus
already.
shield does go down, and Chaos is playing that aggressive Rhine again, and he's able to give Phantom the opportunity to just shoot Storm Arrow at that Bastion. Chaos is in a 1-on-3 situation, and he does go down. That is the kind of fall of aggressive Rhines, is that they get themselves in those sticky situations, and sometimes there's just no backing out of it. You just have to keep swinging and hope you can get something out of it.
Mossy trying to be sneaky top left. He didn't quite make it.
Didn't quite make it. Yep,
Having
he
that
gets
boosting
by that
from
Bastion.
Solus made a big difference for Kenny.
Right, right. And we still haven't seen the Mercy swap on Rebel Squad, which is interesting playing Bastion on Junkertown with no Mercy, especially playing into a Bastion Mercy. And we're down to a minute here. I don't think Rebel sees there's a Bastion in this window. Oh, they do spot him out. He's going to have to pull back some. He's Sonicked. I think he's going to try to jump down in tank mode.
Well, then Chaos is with him. I think he's going to try to hammer.
Alright.
Okay, we have a big dragon, hopefully, from Rebel Squad. He does not get anything with it. He's going to try to go for that Bastion in the back window. He takes him out. He does take him out. So Legion's Bastion is down. This could be some time to push for Legion, or for Rebel.
Solus is down as well. No reses.
Echo does get picked though. Wow.
Solo
Big
shatter on
hammer
the
from Chaos.
Big
Rebel
transcendence.
does manage to get their Bastion to the point, but he's without their Orisa. He has no shield. There's not much he can do. Both factions pop tank mode. We're gonna see Kenny
got
takes
bongos,
out
though,
Moira,
on his side.
but he goes down himself. Mossy's still rolling with his tank mode. He's gonna get set back up on payload with his Junkrat. They're gonna be able to hopefully take out this Hanzo, but he does take out the Junkrat. Chaos is back, coming in, and it looks like they're going to be able to stall. Will Rebel be able to pull it off? Phantom goes down, and they do pull it off. Wow.
Two very big pushes there.
Very, very big pushes.
last
Very
minute.
impressive rallying from Rebel that we see, even without, in that situation, even without your shield tank. Mossy was able to kind of pull something together with Dark Guardian on that Junkrat, which has been a very valuable swap that they made early in this round. Shield does go down.
And the dragons?
We see dragons from Echo.
Kenny.
Oh, but a Diva Bomb drops behind it. It does pick off Guardian on that Junkrat. And we have Chaos coming in once again with this aggressive Rhine. He's going to pay for it this time because Echo was there to use that Storm Arrow and just really pump out a lot of damage.
Not a lot of grouping for the chain healing for Solus, unfortunately.
Diva is going to be able to stay up top here without really getting punished for it, but I don't see how that provides too much value for Legion. They need to really regroup in order to push Rebel Squad off this payload here. They've been able to really run it with just 3, maybe 4 on the payload since halfway through point 2. Phantom does pick off Zenyatta. Chaos does pick off the Bastion. Big tire. Takes out Solus. And it looks like Legion is going to be able to push off Rebel at the very last part of the map, though. So they'll have a lot of ground to cover. Guardian does go down.
Tried to stall as much as
Not
he
without
could.
taking out Diva Mech, giving it all he could. Wow, very good round.
Into the iris.
two massive pushes in the beginning.
0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Got a lot of comments in chat about this being an impressive push. Nice dragons.
Yeah, I think two of the biggest changes that really provided value for Rebel Squad on that push was Dark Guardian switching off of the triple tank onto the Junkrat. He was able to punish that Rhine a lot more when Chaos was pushing aggressively, throwing those mines at him and everything. And Echo switching over to the Hanzo and actually being able to contest Phantom a little more. They were making a lot of big exchanges throughout that, and Echo was also able to provide value on taking out the Bastion. Interesting choice here from Legion. We saw a Bastion on defense, but we're not going to see it on attack. They're not going to try to pirate ship. And they're also running
a Bastion, however, on the other team.
Right. Right. So that is going to be something, a choice they're going to have to make very quickly. Are they going to stick with what they've got and try to take out the enemy Bastion with the Diva? And it does look like Diva's switching over to Orisa. So we are going to have a shield tank on Legion. But are they going to stick with what they have and, you know, try to hook that Bastion and Storm Arrow him? Or are they going to switch to a Bastion themselves and try to run it the exact same way that Rebel Squad did on offense?
Interesting holding spot for defense at this point. Both teams are running Orisa Hog. We have Chaos Axel on Reaper.
Oh
this
wow,
time,
Phantom
so
gets around
yes,
back and he's just providing such a distraction which enables Soulless to come around and hook that Bastion. It doesn't pick anybody, but it was a very, very impressive play. Chaos takes off Orisa, Phantom takes Bastion out, and he goes down himself. Soulless is going to get the Zen, and it looks like they're going to get a lot of value from this first push.
Big push.
That was such an impressive play from Phantom coming around the side and pulling the whole defensive team away from the spot that they were at. But Bastion didn't move, so that enabled Soulless to come in and hook him, and he gets another hook on Bastion around the shield. That was crazy.
Crazy hook.
It was a small gap to be getting that hook through.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And Phantom throws a late dragon, doesn't pick anybody off, but Chaos is just pushing up and ripping through with this new Reaper we have seen recently since the latest patch.
His aggressive Rhine skills coming out in his Reaper play now.
So we do see some switches on Rebel's side here. We're going to switch Cole over to the Mei and Demon Cat over to the Moira. And Mei has that very valuable ice wall to kind of block people off, boost people up, and be able to hook them with the Roadhog. But Dark Guardian on the Roadhog does go down. So that chaos, that aggressive playstyle he has.
Phantom
Big dragons here. Does take out both
distractions.
supports and the main tank. It looks like Rebel's going to be able to hold them off here, at least for a few minutes on second point. Echo's going to take out the Brig, and Cole's going to take out the Roadhog.
They're still aware of Phantom behind. Oh, we've got...
Echo's chasing him out,
Okay.
and Echo got him.
Wow,
We
Echo
took him out.
picks Phantom.
It's a big stagger.
Will they wait for him or push without?
It looks like they're walled off here, so I'm not sure if they're just waiting to push back or if they're just going to stay up here until Phantom can get back.
Looks like they're waiting for him. Set for Chaos. Still aggressive as ever.
Yeah, it seems it does not matter which character. He's big, big, big Blossom from Chaos. He was in a lot of trouble there by himself. But I believe he was nano boosted for that. Am I incorrect? No, I don't. I think
I don't-
he was.
I don't-
Not see.
I don't think he was. But
I don't think
I
he
could be
was
wrong.
because I don't think he was in line of sight of his Ana.
It might have been a nade then. All of these support kills from Ana. And Legion takes the second point. Rebel has 4.5 minutes to hold a defense here. Do you guys think it can be done?
I think it could be done. I think it'll depend a lot on callouts, and those clutch May walls.
Yes, absolutely. And I think Cole needs
big
to.
pick
Ooh,
on
Cole gets
Cole.
hooked early, and does go down. And now
Got
Phantom's
Echo
coming
up
around
top on the
and
turnstile.
taking out. Echo is gonna have to get some big picks here. Demon Cat does ult and take down Chaos in the process. I'm not sure if they see Echo up at top.
I don't think they
I
have
don't
yet.
think they do, no.
Kenny takes out Cole, which is a big move on their end.
Big pick. Wow.
Double dragons.
Wow, once again, massive dragons from Echo and Phantom.
But only Echo gets a pick on Kenny with his dragons.
Oh, and we're seeing Freeze, which is definitely going to at least push them off payload. It did not catch anyone in it, but you could call it a zoning ult almost.
They've got Mossy back in time.
Oh, and Chaos. The Blossom,
comes.
he only gets Demon.
Blossom again. Solus is going to take out Cole.
Chaos is down.
Phantom's going to take out Guardian, and the game is over. Wow.
Great pushes from Legion.
Agreed.
Play of the game.
Here we are with this aggressive run. Right at the end of their defensive hold.
Straight
here.
for the Bastion. Look at that. Jeez.
Out of nowhere, too.
Looks like he's a
Wow.
fan
This
of the
is
sneaky
really-
shatters.
Very aggressive player, and
think-
it's nice seeing it going across both Rhine and Reaper. But at the same time, he's still content to get himself into little pickles of being 3v1 and not quite making it.
Right. I think Rebel has a lot of potential in the team that they have put together. I know that Rebel has not had a lot of practice. This was a team that was, or two teams that were kind of merged together to form one right before the league started. I think they have big potential here. I think there might have been some communication errors. May was a necessary pick in order to counter that aggressive Reaper and that flanking Hanzo. But it seemed that Cole was getting picked early in a lot of these team fights, and I don't know if that was a communication breakdown of where the team was going to be pushing to or where the shield would be, or something like that. But yeah, big hooks from Solus on that Roadhog.
Okay, and we are going to get a sub for Rebel Squad here. It looks like Mossy is coming out and PWG is going in.
We've got some people in chat also commentating on the Reaper play from Chaos, it looks like. It was a big pick on their end of having him off tank and becoming Reaper.
We just have a couple minutes here to let the teams kind of regroup and form some new strategies.
Looks like we've got Oasis for the next map.
One of my favorite maps because you see a lot of different strategies on this map. You see a lot of different comps. Definitely something in the Goats era that you could have easily won with Goats, but now that armor has been nerfed, I'm going to be very interested to see what these two teams bring to the table for this map.
And we have Atsy going onto the team. and Akami is subbing.
Looks like we have about 28 viewers on Twitch right now, so thank you everyone for joining and watching.
Alright, we have about 1 more minute.
So I think on Oasis, you know, I don't want to depreciate the value of Cole's Orisa. I know it is very, very good, but this is generally a Reinhardt map, so I think what we're going to see is Dark Guardian probably taking over on Rhine, and hopefully we'll get to see Cole Zarya.
And we also have Rose going out and Arrow Undead coming in for Legion.
So I think we'll most likely see Chaos and Soulless on tank. Hero, I'm not too sure.
I'm almost hoping to see Chaos on Reaper again, because this is a big Reaper map if you can get those flanks.
Very true, very true. I'm not sure who would take over tank if Chaos were to step out of the tank role. Because it looks like Arrow plays support mainly. So I'm guessing Kenny and Arrow on support, Phantom and ATSC on DPS.
Normally I would say this is a really good Brig map, but with the armor nerfs, I'm curious to see how many more times I now see Brig on this map.
Yeah, with those recent nerfs coming into play, I think her pick rate is definitely going to start to decline as people start to realize how big of a nerf this armor nerf really is when it comes to Brigitte. And especially that nerf to her ultimate of it only lasting 30 seconds. Just a huge nerf.
Alright, and we're on Oasis now for the last map.
And we're gonna get started. See what these teams are gonna pick.
Sounds like Defila is saying that we're pretty quiet. Vinyl is also saying that we're pretty low, but then Dat Fat Cat is saying that our volume is just fine.
It might have to do with their own settings.
Speak a little
honestly.
louder.
Yeah, I would say it's probably their own settings.
And yes, we do. Originally, Cole was on the Orisa. He has switched over to that Zarya. And it looks like PWG is going to be playing D.Va. No real shield tank. Dark Guardian does switch over to Rhine, and it looks like Rebel is going to be running triple tank yet again. Now, it looks like I was wrong on some of my predictions for Legion. We have Chaos on Rhine, ATSE on Zarya. So we are going to see Rhine Zarya on both teams. But I'm not sure who's going to be able to take out this Pharah from from Legion's team.
Ooh. 2 picks on Rebel now.
Zarya's on her own.
Looks like Rebel is going to cap them, or Legion is going to cap the map first. But in these King of the Hill maps, anything can happen, and it does quite frequently. Wow, big boot from Kenny. And he does pay for it, but creating that 4-on-5 situation, I would say would definitely be worth it. Arrow's gonna put up the photon barrier, and Chaos is gonna charge right past it. Very aggressive, but he does pay for it. Cole switched over to that McCree, so he's able to stun him, and that gives the team a big opportunity to just put out a lot of damage. Guardian looks like he's going to be able to take out this Ana, but no, he goes down before he can. Cole is providing so much value on this McCree here. Looks like this was a really good swap. Echo takes out the Zarya, but in the meantime, Symmetra is just ripping through.
Still a good hold on Legion's end.
And it looks like Kenny's going to go for the same exact boop situation that he just went for. I think Rebel's going to be ready for it this time. It looks like they're pushing way further left than they had originally. Looks like Cole's going to be going off to the right on it. Oh, no, he rejoins his team. And Dark Guardian gets a big shatter. And the Symmetra will go down for it, but now we're in grab. Kenny takes out Dark Guardian on Rhine.
Big beat drop
Echo's
from
going to take
Tiger.
out enemy Rhine. So both Rhines are out now. Cole's going to high noon. Let's see if he gets anything from it. Nothing from the high noon, but they can still push here. Oh, he did get the Ana.
Did get Phantom.
Oh, and Phantom is rezzed by Soulless. PWG is back in mech now, but is just getting torn apart by this Pharah.
Rebel is
Big
very
dragons
split
from
up right
Echo,
now.
and it looks like it could. No, it did not.
Helden sterben nicht. Justice reigns from above.
Big barrage from Kenny. Does take out Cole and Demon Cat. It looks like this first map is going to belong to Legion.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Looks like we've got a Bastion switch on Kenny and a Wrecking Ball switch for Atsy. And an Orisa switch for Cole.
5, 4,
Oh, and a Bastion switch for Echo.
1. Round 2. Capture.
And a Junkrat
So
switch
yeah,
for
we're
Dark
seeing
Guardian.
Bastion. Cole is back on that Orisa,
Both
which I think he was
teams on the
providing a lot
outside.
of value on McCree.
Oh.
It's an interesting battle here. You usually do not see both teams
I
go
know.
through that short side.
It's funny.
Kenny's all by himself, but he is providing a lot of value, kind of zoning Rebel Squad back into the path which they came from.
Looks like Kenny's taking the top, trying
High
to get
ground.
some clutch picks. And he does. He gets 3.
Absolutely. Legion is going to cap first. So something that we're going to have to see if Kenny stays where... No, he did not stay. That is the trait of a good Bastion, is moving around a lot. And it looks like he's going to back into kind of the main route of his team's side. No, he's going to go back up top here. So something that we'd have to see if Kenny's is going to stay up top is for Rebel Squad to push through one of the sides and go upstairs.
Kenny's very
He
mobile
does
as
pick off
Bastion. Oh, and
Echo
he
on
took the
Hanzo.
TP. Big TP pick. Diva's going after Bastion now.
Alright,
Kenny gets
PWG
picked.
on Diva does take out Kenny on Bastion. And PWG now goes out of mech. Kind of pushed in alone there.
Solus did get the res on Kenny, which is a good move to have him ready for the next fight. Will Arrow try to get Kenny back up into that little window, though?
Alright, they're really
Looks
playing
like
Cole's
he is,
shield
yep.
here, which is good. Echo's gonna go for that Bastion, just like we said.
Pushed him out.
Pushed him out, so he's out of position, and a big,
Big
photon
photon
barrier. Once again, Chaos is kind of pushing past it, but now he backs up. And we have Cole and the rest of the Rebel Squad kind of coming on the opposite side. Could be a big Diva Bomb here, but it gets nothing.
A lot of ults right there. We had both Diva Bombs and Dragons.
Dark Guardian
and
takes
Fire.
out Solus. Arrow goes down on the Symmetra. ATSE is going to take out Cole on a... Wow. Big tank mode from Kenny. Kind of saved Legion's hold there.
Victory.
Oh, and that is a win for Legion.
And that's 3 map wins for Legion.
Play
Yeah, and our league is based off of the map wins, so as of right now,
So,
that's no more map wins for Rebel Squad.
right. So we, standings-wise now, we're going to have Chug Life with 6 map wins. Legion with 4.
To be expected.
Squad 32 with 1 map
1?
win, and Rebel with 0 map wins. So that's the current standings. Really still anybody's game. Squad 32 could definitely push past that.
Fingers crossed.
Well, good game to both Legion and Rebel Squad.
Absolutely.
So our next league match will be, let me just pull up the calendar here. The 5th match is on February 4th. That's a Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And that will be Squad 32 versus Rebel Squad. And this is going to be Rebel Squad's chance to get themselves some map wins because they're at 0 right now. So that's going to be a really good game. I'm excited to see that.
It's also going to be Squad 32's chance to push themselves into the championship. What would have to happen in order for that to happen would be Squad completely sweeping Rebel Squad on Monday, and the following week, Legion not being able to pull off any map wins.
With Chug Life, right?
With Chug Life.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Chug Life would have to get 3-0 with their group against Legion, and then Squad 32 would have to get 3-0 with Rebel Squad.
But this is Overwatch, and as we know, anything can and does happen.
Thank you to everyone who tuned in and left us some comments. Give us a follow if you haven't already, and come join us for the 5th match on February 4th.